The Thing was my first movie. And They Live was the first time was the first time that someone called me and said, well, Keith, I wrote this part with you in mind, and if you like it, well, the part is yours. That was a great thing. So I love working with John Carpenter.
It's good when the director writes for you.
Actually, coming from the wrestling world, did you think like I really had a lot to prove, going into the movie?
No, not at all. I actually realized what an art that Keith does. Keith went to Juilliard. He's a real deal. And I went to acting class. Didn't help, but I went. And I tried really hard. I had a lot of respect for the art of acting. And, when I got confused on the set, Keith was kind, very kind, and gave me the time, and we'd go over thought tracks behind it. And I didn't take it for granted. And I think it was important. It took me a while to get that across to everybody else, that when you spend your whole life learning how to act, and some guy comes in off WrestleMania 3 and starring in a movie, that's a heat getter. You've been, your whole life you've been studying and studying. And I understood that coming from the way I came up in pro wrestling. So I had a lot of respect for them. It just took a while to convey that.
Did you know Roddy
25
Piper?
years.
Did you know him as a wrestler before you knew?
I knew him as a wrestler, because I used to watch wrestling back when Bruno Sammartino was wrestling. They had guys, when it was, it was a different game in those days, and it was fun. So yes, I did know who Roddy was, and it was a pleasure for me to watch the growth of Roddy, moving along the picture, but also the growth of John. I had worked with John during The Thing, and I think for me the difference between John in The Thing and the John in They Live was he had become much more communicative. And so I thought that the communication between Roddy and he was good. If he could say something to Roddy that meant something that he could play, and that would in fact help the scene. Sometimes directors can give you a note, and it may help the scene look good, but it doesn't help the actor to get there. And there's and there may be some discrepancy. So it's up to me not to argue with the director and to make him think he's right, even when I don't think so. But, I choose at this point in my life not to argue, although there are things to be argued about. Most of the time what I'll do is I'll try to do what I think is best and make him think it was his idea.
You've been a good wrestler.